Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, my name is Wilfred and I'm at the test centers. A lot of you asked me if I like the Iron Spider costume, which is a Spider-Man enhanced costume. So I head over to test center on this server maintenance day and just check it out for you guys. It looks pretty shiny, definitely very elegant, and so that is how it looks like in an Iron Spider costume. And you can do something like a show off. By doing that, you'll see something coming out from his back, and there you go. Okay, let me do one more time. From the back. Yay! So that is how it looks like. Pretty interesting stuff. I wish it would come up like more often on its own. I don't know. So the whole main purpose of today, I'm heading to I'm here is that I wanted to do a team up guide on Carnage. I know a lot of you have been asking me for that, and I've been like delaying it for quite some time. I don't have it in the live server, so usually I come to the test center to do a guide for you guys on some of the team ups. But then I found a brand new team up. I think it's brand new. I haven't really seen it on live server yet. It's the Franken-Castle team up, which is for those of you who has played Punisher before. It should come as no surprise. It looks something like the costume. Some of you may have the Halloween costume of that as well. So so today I would like to do a guide on Franken-Castle, the team up, and to really talk about a little bit about how do you maximize the all the points for him, which are the good power points to put all the 15 point or 12 point or 1 point onto. And I can show you some of these like clips later on the spreadsheet for you to sort of like just get appreciation how I derive on some of these numbers. All right, so now Franken-Castle, the basic power is area power, actually is the deadly barrage. So for those of you who has played Punisher, all this power, all these icons are just like at home. You've seen it all before, so there's nothing special here. So this is the area damage. The DPS is not that high, by the way, but because it's area tag. Then he has something called a buckshot blast, very much like Punisher as well. So it goes something like that. Blast. You could actually add the damage over time component to it, the fletched rounds, which you can't really see, but then it does have a kind of like damage over time on the mob itself. Then the rocket propel grenade, which is very much like Punisher, that he will sort of like that one there. So that one should come as no surprise for those of you who has played Punisher. And there is something called the missile strike, but that is only for team up. It's a way. So use that as the full passive power. And if you go full passive, what do you get? You get 240 damage rating as well as 300 damage versus enemies not attacking you. It could be quite interesting in a raid environment because in raid not many balls are retargeting you, or those heroes that go invisible quite a lot, like Invisible Woman or Black Widow, maybe, I don't know. But I mean, just an interesting kind of like affix that not many team ups has it. Then after that, you can have a grenade launcher, which is looks something like that. This one here, right? So after that, you can actually make a toxin, grenade to make a damage over time, just like the Punisher. This one here, one more. This is the one, all right? So this is the one that has the toxic kind of thing on the floor. Headshot come as no surprise as well for those who have played Punisher. You knee down a little bit and this is the headshot, all right? So you knee down a bit and then shoot at like a sniper kind of thing. And again, this is team up. It's a way kind of power sniper support, so you don't need to use it if you use him as a full kind of like a companion. Then you have the flamethrower, no OPness, but flamethrower. So this is the one that should coming up soon after headshot is the okay. So this is exactly like the Punisher, flamethrower. And last but not least, the Davy Croquette, which is the signature, like a nuclear bomb. This is the one. All right. So yeah, honestly, I didn't know that he fit something onto the barrel to do that. I mean, how often do you see the hero does things like so clearly? So it is pretty fantastic. Now, so a quick kind of guide on which power to max out. I got written down somewhere so I don't make mistake while I'm talking about it. Is the headshot is the highest potential. You should max this guy. The next one is a flamethrower. This guy should max it up as well. Then the Davy Croquette is also something that you should max out. So these are the 3 power. I highly recommend you to max it out. And after that is the Buckshot Blast. Is the next one you should max out, which is 11 points. All right. So this should get your Franken-Castle cover as the highest potential output. Like I always say, team up special powers are all cooldown power or damage over time power in some shot. So 1 point you already get half of the benefit, and so there's no brainer. Anything that gives you a special power, just one point that, and your job is to put the additional point for the maximum DPS. Don't worry about the scaling. Some power may scale better than the other, but basically you are converting each point into an incremental DPS across all. Right. So what I am really talking about is right here. So I've looked into the number itself as a deadly barrage. It's alright. It's not really that high. Then you've got Buckshot Blast and 4-second cooldown, direct damage, and so on. So usually I do a 1, 5, 10, 15. I don't really need to do that kind of thing because sometimes I do make mistake. So 2 things. Sometimes I do make mistake. So if I don't see a 128, 163, 198 percentage increase in the DPS, then I know I make some mistake somewhere. Or sometimes Gazillion make mistake too. I've actually spotted something that Gazillion has not done right by looking at this kind of formula. So what it really means is that 1 point you get already half of the DPS. So damage output, you get 15 points, you get the remaining half. That's all it is. All right. So then after that you have the Fletcher round, and also it's pretty low. I mean, pretty low. 300 or it's pretty low. Then the 442 is all right. I mean, it's a 300 pretty low stuff. So anything with passive usually is quite low. Then the high one is headshot, and the flamethrower is pretty high as well as the signature. Signature is not the highest, but usually, like I said, it's a high burst because the cooldown is longer. So what usually I do is that I'll look into all the DPS above rank. Rank 2 and above, because the first rank you can't really compare. 1 point you already get half a benefit. So all you need to do, just make sure that you've got the rest of it covered. And I picked the highest DPS from a point conversion point of view. And voila. So these are the 3 power that I talked about: the headshot, flamethrower, Davy Croquette, and also the bucket shot blast as the one that you should look into. All right. So now going back to this game. As for the gearing, like I always say, when it comes to team up, make sure that you have team up gear that replenish his health, make him more powerful, as in as enemy defeat and so on. Sometimes prop and invulnerable. Those are pretty good team up kind of fixes. Make sure you get the brutal strike chance, crit strike chance. Those are very good because by default he doesn't have any brutal, and the rest of it try to benefit whatever heroes you have as well. All right, so I hope you found this guide useful. As always, there's a link at the description of the video. Going back to my website, has a whole list of hero guides and some of the team up guides, and also guides of all shot for the new player as well as veterans. All right, so see you next time. Bye.